Good evening, everyone. Let me do my usual spiel here. Increase the microphone. Oh, I'm back. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. I'd actually accidentally set my mic to monitor and output, so I wasn't hearing my own voice inside my headphones. And unlike most of the people who are okay with hearing that, I actually tend to stop speaking when I hear my own voice because it tends to trigger me up. Hey King, oh, you are on the YouTube side. That surprised me. So, as we were talking about before, well, it's something. I think at least you should just go and enjoy the event, right? It is a gamers event, after all, and we don't get many of those over here. I found out about it yesterday through Shinan. He actually came to stream and told me about it. It does. Well, it kind of depends, right? On I do believe professional singers and even voice actors actually listen to their own voice as they're recording stuff. But for me personally, what happens is when I hear my own voice, I feel like somebody else is actually talking to me, right? And that stops me from continuing on because I feel like I'm interrupting someone else, even though it's technically just me talking into my own mic. Where? Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove everything from the spear, and let's use dual swords for a bit, because the one enemy that I'm having trouble with is the senior palace maid over here, who has been utterly kicking my entire behind in the game. And we want that one attack, which allows us to use our heavy instantly. Is that the one? Oh, you get it like very quickly. Nice. And you want all the clashes on the dual blades. Trust me, each and every clash helps. Kind of wish I had one more point though. Maybe I should respec from a bit of magic over here. And just give it over here so we can upgrade our dual blades to 7. So now that I think about it, how much is my... Is it? I always assume that... I know that there are a lot of people who can actually... Like, again, I know that there are quite a few people who have trained themselves to in such a way that they can basically hear that and not be too thrown off. And that's the case for, I believe, professional voice actors and even singers. Because they use the own feedback to sort of figure out whether they're on the right pitch and whatnot, right? So welcome to the depths of this area, which has proven to be extremely dangerous. I've been dying constantly to one enemy over here. Oh, this is only half of it. Like, if you go outside and over here, you see a lot of brides hung up on poles and corpses. And then you come into this little area, it's showered with roses. But then you also see, I don't even know, are these like mummified little children or what? Like with the veils and everything. It might just be statues by the look of this one. Yeah, they are making the statues actually look like brides. But the red glow, like really lends it... Ow! Okay, a personal wipe. And as you can see, this is basically the sense fortress of this game. And my carelessness. Am I just gonna die to these normal enemies now? Ow! What? Whoa. Calm down. I lost a lot of healing flasks, which is not ideal. A lot of strong enemies in this area. Well, except for these guys. They're actually the standard enemies. Easy clear at the cost of 2 wilds. I swear there's something wrong with the hitbox of these, right? Even if it... There are times when I just walk through this and I'm like, there's no way you're hitting me. There's no way. And it will actually hit me. Let me send a spell over to our friend right there. Let's see if you can... The thing I've been doing over here is basically just trying to sort of drag her in to the clubs, and it has worked sometime. The time she just goes on through without any problem. But if she walks, then it's another thing. I'm just gonna leave you there because blood will actually cause you corruption and you're gonna die, because we have another enemy to deal with down here. And we can do pretty much the same thing to this enemy as well. To be honest, that's not the guy. That's not the enemies I've actually been dying to. The enemies I'm dying to are further along. If you go down here, you'll meet Hong Long. The boss of what I would argue is the chapter 1.
Deal with the guards outside. I'll escape on my own.
And she's asking us to deal with the guards outside so that she can escape on her own. Now, there are 2 guards here. One is this lady over here, who is not too difficult, all things considered, if you can drag her out. It's the other person who's proving to be a bit of... Okay, it's you. And the reason for that is you kind of need a lot of distance to engage with this enemy. A larger arena, because he just darts all over the place. As you can see. Like, not too difficult to dodge, but actually managing to land to get a hit on her proves to be a bit more difficult when the area is so small. And that narrow corridor will always end up with you in trouble. I've died to her so many times. I think this is the first Mook enemy in this game that has given me this much trouble. Really? Really? What's worse is I think each time we're dying here, because these enemies technically count as human, my maddening is increasing. If my madness has not increased on that last run, it should have definitely increased by now. So my inner demon will probably be waiting in that spot. Oh, she actually died from the damage. That ice fall is crazy good. Only problem is it... Oh, my demon is here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... Oh, never mind. I reacted a little too hastily there. My idea was to actually try and get her onto the planks. Now the question is, did she follow me down here, or is she waiting for me up there? Because if she's waiting for me up here, it makes things a lot easier. I can probably just drag her across the bridge. I think she fell, right? I'm not seeing her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Never mind. No, the enemies cannot climb. It's actually one of the saving graces in this game. And the reason why I'm actually running up the ladder. Oh, come on. There's no way I can take that without getting hit. There's no way. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this. So even though I do get hit, I don't take any damage. Honestly, it's the best way to sort of run through the area if you need to. How? The camera shake, please. See, that part there, right? It didn't look like I was about to hit the thing. I swear I'm not making this up. I feel like my depth perception is a bit off when it comes to those things. No, but let me pick up my glasses over here. I'm not wearing those. But technically it doesn't matter since I'm nearsighted, not farsighted. I'm sitting right next to the TV. What I'm gonna do here is see if we can drag this lady out without aggroing the other one. Yeah, that works. And if I can kill her with maximum magic... Yeah, I'm nearsighted, not farsighted. And now we just wait until she does not notice us. And hope our magic doesn't run out. Sort of worked? Sort of? I swear she's a lot more of a nuisance than I'm making her seem big. Oh, you're farsighted. Interesting. Like, most gamers I know are actually nearsighted. Why do I hear rustling? Is this also a trap? No, it's you. No, I'll deal with you in a second. Gotta get the key to Hong Lan and actually free her. Examine the marks here to reunite with the faces of the past. Okay, that is a very straightforward hint as to what to do here. Look, occasionally you run into these little spots where you can use certain emotes, right? And they'll give you something. And this is one of those spots, and this by far the most straightforward hint I've ever seen.
Where are you? Oh, I'm scared.
Kind of wondering if Bayu's actual sister was here. Dragonfish pendant. Increases your maximum stamina. Bai Tingzhao commissioned an artisan to create this as a heartfelt birthday gift for Bai Yu. So, it was Bai Tingzhao who was there, not... Wait, why is her sister over here? I thought she was dead. Is this the reason why she died? Like, was she given as an offering to this people over here?
What is it? You've upheld the Bai family honor. I'll stay here for now, since Snowfall Palace has fallen. Our debt is settled. The next time we meet, don't expect any mercy.
Lady, you were one of the toughest bosses I've ever faced so far. You were not showing me a single amount of mercy the last time we met.
Our debt is settled.
Like, up till I met Hong Lan, right? Up till I met Hong Lan, all of the enemy bosses seemed relatively easy. I could do it in like maybe 15 minutes or so. Like all of the bosses we met until then. But Hong Lan, oh my god, Hong Lan took me like 3 hours to beat. It's not as bad as Radon, mind you. Radon in the final Elden Ring DLC took me weeks to beat. I'm sorry to interrupt your ritual, but continue forward. You know the worst thing about the smoke, by the way, is that if they use it, you actually tend to lose your lock-on. There's a path here. It's okay with the younger maids, but the senior maids will take advantage of it like left and right. And here we have a shortcut here. Might as well open it up. I honestly thought that was like a very good touch, right? I don't think there's any other Souls game which has done that. Like have an enemy use a smoke bomb and you actually lose lock-on. At least not with normal enemies, right? You have similar stuff happening with, like, in PvP, just not in, like, the normal sense. Okay. Very odd level design here, right? And considerably odd. That made you lose lock-on? I don't remember. I don't feel like It might be because if you're talking about the little tiny rot creatures, I usually defeated them without locking on because there was no need to lock on to them, right? Yeah, as you can tell, the creepiness factor in this place is off the charts. Sisters, we are sisters, we are sisters will stay. Sisters from birth, sisters till grave. I had a feeling. And they gave me the shortcut because it was actually gonna throw me into the boss fight. Sisters from birth, sisters till grave. Smithies they are, sisters they war. Oh, I see. That thing is actually controlling the dead body like a puppet. I have no idea what that is. It looks like a tentacle, to be honest. They even got... Whoa. There's some Pontiff Solomon vibes going on around here.
You're my sister. Is it you?
No, I am not. Yeah. What is that music? It actually stopped me from... It momentarily distracted me. Oh, you're giving me a lot of ways to get magic over here, huh? Ow. Which I can use on my most powerful spell after you shoot. Okay, laser snake, laser snake. Laser snake. Oh, come on. you can actually hear the snake sort of doing the I'm not the only one, right? You can hear it. This is both terrifying and amusing at the same time. What? Oh my god, it's a scissor. It's not even a sword. Ow. I'm trying to heal here. Thank you very much. I can't decide if this is a Chinese track or actually it almost feels Indian with the way, I guess, yeah, it sort of reminds me of that snake charmer music you see in Arabian stuff, right? Rather than greedy, it was like, you know what, I want to try the boss without trying to tease her with magic. Hey, wait, this is the wrong way. Oh, I took the wrong elevator. No wonder. Yeah, I actually changed to my dual swords and wanted to just go in and learn her moveset because it seems fun. Like, the first phase seems very much geared towards just shooting projectiles. And her entire schmidt or gimmick seems to be like uh, using those scissors against us. To be fair, King, I don't think there is an IRL equivalent to what we're facing over here. Like, if there's an IRL snake charmer that's in the same weight as this boss over here, you and I are gonna have a very different talk.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
Oh, I'm on my single sword. I didn't even realize. I need some faster spells. Oh, what? 2, 3. I missed the opening. It's actually 4. It's not even 3. Get some distance. Oh, wow, okay. 2, 3, 4, okay. But she gains an incredible amount of distance from... You know what this boss reminds me of, right? I know you haven't played Lies of P, but the final boss for Lies of P, you sort of okay, just to explain something, Lies of P is based on Pinocchio, right? And it's very heavily implied that you are sort of your player character is Pinocchio, right? However, if you find the true ending for Lies of P, you sort of fight a mirror match of sorts with the actual, with the human remains of Pinocchio, right? And that boss actually uses a pair of scissors. Like, he starts off like very Lady Maria like, and then in second phase he will bust out the second sword and just go all scissors on you. I wonder if I can reach that guy on the other side. Also, I forgot to change my spells again. I should stop doing this.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
The distance he gets. And there's a delay between the attacks too, so you can't dodge. My spell didn't work. Okay, that's a new one. And the last strike is faster. Why? The frost spell is doing like crazy amounts of damage. Oh, wow! I saw it coming, I dodged a little too late. The absolute confidence of this woman to just take the entirety of that spell. Okay, that's a new move right there as well. Oh. Ooh. I tell you, King, the boss fights in this game are top notch. I don't think they're mechanically too complex. It's just that as a spectacle, right? As a spectacle, they really reach like next levels. Then I am getting beaten by her, so not sure what to think of that. Frost seems to work surprisingly well against her, but I don't think I have too many frost spells that I can use from a distance. I'll have this one, I guess. It's like one with alacrity. And she's technically already a dead body, so I doubt using poison or corruption would work very well on her either. No, I think the compasses might be actually showing me the shrines that we already took.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
What? Alacrity on this is not working very well. Just cut up in me into pieces that time. Not even one shot. Oh yeah, I get it. It's because my madness is low. Alacrity, and it might be that I don't have the sigil for alacrity slotted into my weapon. Yeah, I do not have it slotted in. Skyborn Might, damage dealt, Frostbite. You know what? Let's put Frostbite on that. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we want. For you, I might actually just increase the potency of blocks and clashes. And then... so increase my madness here. There's really no reason to not increase your madness if you're going into a boss battle. It's fire mitigation. Let's go to max madness here. All things considered, the alacrity on this is kind of weird, and I'm not sure if it's happening just because of the way I've set it up. Uh, if you're wondering what I mean by alacrity, most spells in this game have an invincibility effect that only occurs when an enemy is trying to hit you, right? And I'm trying to trigger that when the boss over here, the creepy lady, does her shots so that we can keep our offense up. Only problem is I'm not doing a very good job of activating the actual invincibility effect. If this doesn't work, I might shift to the fireballs. It requires an additional point of magic, but I do feel like that invincibility lasts a lot longer for that one. I'll be honest, I survived a lot longer on my first one, right? We're now dying way sooner. Also, don't think I mentioned this before, but this boss actually seems to be the sister. An NPC asked us to find her sister, and this boss is the dead body of that sister. I'm guessing whatever this is that's looking at us on screen right now is controlling the dead body. Which is extremely creepy. Yeah, this whole area has been like really weirding me out. Oh, you think that the demon thing is the sister? I might be right.
Yeah,
Might
my
be.
sister. Is it you?
Oh, yeah. You could see me trying to charge up the spell, but it went through. The electricity on that one is just weird. You have a range too, lady. Ooh. Surviving by the skin of my teeth here. Let's use our frost spell. Pretty much just trading blows with her at this point. What else do I have? Oh, okay. I think she might be going into phase 2. Ow. Oh, what? No. I am indeed, unfortunately. I'm gonna shift over that slash spell to the fireball one. It might be I'm mistaking the timing for the slash one to trigger that invincibility effect, right? We're gonna expend some additional points there, but hey, might as well. And if all else fails, I'll just try and learn her moveset, because right now I'm being like very defensive. I'm playing the coward's mage way. Just stay at a distance and shoot your magic missile. And to be fair, when you can get off that free spell, even if you are trading damage, it does really, really good. It's a bit unfortunate she doesn't give us a big enough opportunity to use it on her without getting damaged. Right, let the suffering commence once more. I'm gonna skip the cutscene this time.
Yeah, my sister.
Oh, you actually jumped closer this time. Holy cow. Oh, the tracking. I think the safest way to avoid her attacks is to actually dodge to the left and not to the right. That might be a bit of a challenge for me. This is our window. She can't reach us. Yeah. That backstep. So quick. So quick. The wrong move. Did she hit me there as well? Honestly, I think I might just end up cheesing this whole fight. Like, as long as I keep my distance from her, there isn't much you can do. Ow. Okay. As long as I remember to keep a distance. Camera sort of getting in the way. It's a bit of a shame we can manipulate the AI like this. Because she really doesn't know what to do when you keep a distance from her. And if I get one more magic point, it's basically over for her. Which is she's gonna do here. Just trade the damage for this. Yeah. This can't be the entire fight, right? I can't be cheesing the entire fight. There has to be a phase 2 to this. This feels a little too easy. There is a phase 2. Oh my god, there is a phase 2. And the rock music. Round 2. Fight. Indeed. What incarnation are you now? This actually explains why the music did not change in the first phase, right? Because all of the other bosses had like upgrades to their music. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? That movement. I was not expecting that at all. Chimera, Fang, Link. Whoa. Calm down, please. Wow, okay, this music is good. Oh my god. Really good. Well, good. I can't even appreciate it. Give me a moment here, game. Oh my god, what? This is a... I'm enjoying it at the same time. I'm totally terrified here. Ow. Okay. Nope. No, I knew that would happen. Let's heal up. Nope. Calm down, Fido. Bad boy. No. Now the alacrity actually came in. Yes. Oh. Okay. I am thoroughly impressed with how much of a spectacle that fight is. I'm caught between actually enjoying the fight itself and getting my ass handed to me by this thing. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. I do notice the lunge. It's more that I... One thing you really have to understand in this game, I feel like, is that maybe it's because I've been playing Expedition or Lies. I'm a little too used to maybe Sekiro and Lies of P. In those games, you're always trying to delay your dodge or parry to the last second, right? When they're closing in. But in this game, it feels oddly like you want to do it as early as possible. And I think I mentioned this when we were using the longsword. Like, if you were using the longsword and an enemy started attacking you, you want to parry the moment he's about to attack rather than when he's about to hit you. It's kind of difficult for me to explain. Maybe after, if we manage to kill this boss, I'll try and show it to you on a normal enemy. Now the question is, do we want to do the same thing for phase 1 again?
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
She went over me that time. Ah. Well, muscle memory is one thing, but it's just getting used to the system, right? I don't want to blame it on muscle memory. Like, this is something I always say on stream. This is really a matter of just get good, right? Get good. Like, as all Souls fans like to say. Like, at this point, I think we're in the middle portion of the game, and I feel like it's really the player's fault if they still haven't sort of internalized how to deal with that. But as you can see, I'm being a lot more aggressive than before. The only problem is, and I think I said this long time back as well, one-handed sword. I'm not doing 2 slashes here, just so you guys know. This is one press. One press. One press. One press. The problem with this is that you can actually get locked into that animation, and that is something that happens a lot for me on one-handed sword. The moveset is slightly different. If you dash, it's only one hit. So generally, approaching with the one-handed sword is safer if you're using the dash attack. But beyond that, even the charge attack for the one-handed sword is a bit on the odd side, because it does so many slashes before it does the final hit, which means getting a backstab on an enemy is a lot more tougher.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
Oh, bad timing there. Let's back up. Oh, I dodged the wrong side there. What in tarnation are you doing? Please do the snake spit. 1, 2, that's our cue. This is cheesing the fight here. Well, let me switch to the long sword, double swords for a bit. Ow. Oh, wow, okay. You can even hit me from the side. Bit deceptive there. Okay, one-handed sword. Oh! Is that it? Okay. At least she gives us a lot of opportunity to heal. Only problem is, I'm basically using up my entire healing stock right here. That's the scream. We only need one more hit. Okay, one more shot of magic was what I was about to say, not one more hit. Okay, we did need one more hit as well. And it seems like my frost spell doesn't target her when she's hanging up there. Alright, new strat. When we gain some distance, we'll shift to one-handed sword. I'm tripping over my words now. That's how excited I am. And when she tries to attack afterwards, we'll switch back to dual blades and see if we can actually learn their pattern. Because I don't feel too good about cheesing her from a distance. I also have to sort of wonder if there's a way which we could have saved this lady. Considering it almost feels like there is a quest to save the sister. But it ends up with her just being a boss. Also kind of realizing I'm not using my tempering here. Gotta remember to put those to use as well. Okay, only one point of magic there, unfortunately. We'll get one from the snake spit. Oh! No, wrong one. Using the dual blades clash there for our advantage. It's a grab! Can't block that. Ow. Almost tempted. Almost tempted to just hit her with the magic and not rely on the physical moves. Clash doesn't seem to be completely negating the damage. Unless... You know what? Unless I use the blood needle. Do I have the blood needle? Oh, is it just a fire needle? It is a fire needle. The blood needle might actually be worth unlocking here if we have enough points. Right, let's get rid of this. Bone needle corruption. It's down here. Yeah, leech. Just give us some extra healing so that we can go into phase 2 with our entire stock of healing pots. Like many of the bosses in this game, I don't feel like they're too difficult. In lieu of the fact that the tells for a lot of the hits are like really, really good, right? So when you get hit by them, it almost always feels like, okay, you know what? That was entirely my fault. There's nothing wrong with it. There are a couple of moves that I think are very nonsensical though. And one of those moves is the one done by the boss in the forest area, the bow sorcerer. She has a spell, a water shot of sorts, that has insane tracking. Unless you dodge at a very specific period in her attack, that water shot, like a projectile, will do a complete U-turn and hit you even if you dodge behind her. That's one of the few moves that I felt has been a little unfair. But otherwise, most everything feels like, okay, you got hit, entirely your fault.
Is it you?
Yeah, see there? There, I misjudged the distance. I was like, okay, she's never gonna reach me, so I didn't even bother dodging there. Back up and heal a bit. Rely on my magic. Wow, she's fast. An odd way of movement. Yeah, I had a feeling she'd do that at this point. And that gives us... Assuming this doesn't kill us. Go into phase 2. Ow. Don't want to use my other needle just yet. Oh. Come on. I feel like I'm in an indie mouse video. Getting the boss to like the last scraps of their health and then just die. And we even had half of our health pots left. I'll be honest, I'm kind of out of time for streaming tomorrow. I have to call in and get ready for work. But you know what? Let's go on a bit longer. We'll try for like 30 more minutes. And if I don't get it, I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. Enjoy my suffering, at least. And the good music, right? Chang has been like really delivering on spectacle boss fights. I also forgot that I had a parry on this weapon. Should probably attempt to try it a bit. At least for the moves that she's not doing, which are very obviously going through us. Like whenever you hear the little sound cue, that's a move you can't block. And before we go in, I'm gonna use this. Max out on our magic.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
Oh. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I was so happy I got the entire parry off that thing. That said, don't be too impressed here, right? This game is very generous with their parry windows too. It's nowhere near as bad as Lies of P. Why do I get the feeling that somebody's actually calling me? Sorry, give me a sec, everyone. I think I see my phone blinking. Just 1 minute. Right, fortunately it was nothing work related just yet. Just a random Discord message from the Grand Blue Fantasy, not the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, the Grand Blue versus the Discord. They're searching for members of practice. Honestly, not a game I thought I'd ever play for too long. I'm terrible at fighting games. But Grand Blue Fantasy Versus has actually been pretty easy for me to pick up. And most of the community has been like very welcoming for beginners. And I'm also playing one of the most brain-dead characters in that game, probably. Charlotta. Just spin to win, more or less.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
Okay, this time I'm not making the same mistake. Oh, that was a parry. The little move, the weird movement she does is a parry. No wonder it seemed weird. Yeah, that movement is a parry. If you try to attack her during then, she actually parries me. Not doing the second spit? Really? One more? There we go. A delayed attack. How? Should have waited for the second one. I'm too close. Oh, not what I intended to do there. Oh, right, it's blinking. You can't parry those. Bad idea. Bad idea. But we might be okay. Okay, phase 2. We're getting a handle, a bit of a handle on phase 1. Did I want to see the cutscene again? I guess right. It's been a while since we got in here. Let me adjust the background music just slightly. I keep it a bit high for you all, but adjust it on my end so it's not too overpowering. I feel like this is such a good track, right? Definitely not what I was expecting for a phase 2 boss fight. The combination of the Chinese instruments and just rock. Muchan devs, you guys have outdone yourselves. I'm a little too afraid to get close to it because I'm not sure of when to attack. What? Calm down. How? Oh, welcome back. You missed my suffering for the entire first phase. I'm vibing to this track. How? Oh, I was, until you smacked me into the ground. Look, I kind of want to do the scream as well. I understand as a fellow rock fan, but this is a little too much. A little too much. That is even higher pitched. What exactly are you doing here? I'm so confused. Trying to figure out their moves and just flailing around. You don't have a poise. Oh, you do have a poise bar. It's a very different looking one. Oh, it's the comet move. It's the comet move. Ow. Calm. I'm on the floor. Give me some time to get back up. Come on. My icicle spell actually went off. What a surprise. Um, oh, not this again. Come on. Yeah, second try. She actually thanked me, okay. At least I don't have to feel too bad about killing her. Shield of Casualty. Oh, I'm not... Like I said, a bit on the easy side. That was just her second attempt on the second phase and we already got her. I'm a bit disappointed, right? I wanted to enjoy the boss fight a bit more. You know, King, that I'm gonna try and get a perfect fight on the bosses in this game, just because I enjoy the spectacle on it. Okay, let's go back to the story stuff and increase the volume a bit because I lowered it and I didn't want to be too much of a nuisance because I have a bit of music leakage from my headsets. Jade Ancient Chisel, a remnant from the War of the Ancients, representing a fearsome power. When combined with other chisels, it forms a complete artifact, grants access to the benediction menu. Huang Bian, the Madam of Snowfall Palace, sought to mold Fang Ling into the perfect bride. Unaware of the object's dark origins, she was transformed into a monstrous being. Those who meddle with forces beyond their grasp inevitably pay a steep price. I'm a bit confused here because we already have access to the benediction menu. Yeah, okay. Okay. That last message was just basically telling me to use the shrine to continue the story onwards, right? But the previous one about the benediction menu, benediction in this game is you get these little stones that gives you passive effects which you can equip to your weapons. And I've been using that for a very long time. I wonder if there's a bit of a programming glitch or maybe a difference in pacing there. Maybe we were meant to learn that much later and they sort of forgot to change the text over here. And this sort of seems like the room where the wedding was supposed to take place. The thing is, the bride-to-be was not what we were expecting. Not sure how I'm gonna break the news to that kid who asked us to search for her sister. So look at... look at Wu-Tang all bloodied up. Oh shit. It told me to enter the dream to continue. And this is the benediction menu. We've had this for a very long time. Confusing. Also, before I enter that and possibly trigger some story stuff, let's take a look at what we found. We read this one, but this is the Shu Silk Fan, an expensive fan made from the highest quality silk belonging to Fang Ling. The sisters never abandoned hope, not even the shaft. Unfortunately, the beautiful future written upon it never came to be. I know it's a Souls game, and we almost always expect our NPCs to never have a happy ending. But still, it's kind of depressing. Let's enter the dream, reset the state of the world. See what happens. Why is it red mist, not gray? This is not usual. Did I have to teleport somewhere? And not just the wedding hall. Yeah, okay, I might just have had to teleport somewhere by the looks of it. Is there a path behind this? I see something glowing back there. Also, random thing that it might sound a bit random that what I'm about to say, but if you guys are into anime and if you haven't watched Takopi's Original Sin, I really recommend it. I'm reminded of that anime because of just how dark and depressing the events in this place are, this creepy place are, right? And oh, there is a change. The NPC is here. I believe this is Yan Ling who actually asked us to find her sister. So yes, Takopi's original sin also has like very dark subjects to it. The main concept is that an alien arrives onto Earth in 2016, right? Except, and with that premise, you might be thinking that, yeah, okay, it's probably happy-go-lucky, right? Nothing to worry about too much. Except, the alien sort of meets with a kid who's being abused, bullied, not abused. And I won't spoil anymore. Takopi's original sin. If you like psychological horror, can't recommend it enough. Next to Secrets of the Silent, which I feel like that is the top anime for this season. Anyway, that tangent aside, let's talk with our NPC, Yan Ling, who is cradling the head of her sister. Or am I imagining? Oh, she is cradling the head of her sister. Yan Ling, young lady, I do believe it is time to let her rest.
Ling and I.
Oh, it's Fang Yan, not Ling.
several others,
Ling is the sister.
were abducted to be forced into marriage. Ling was already here when I arrived. She was always so strict, never letting me eat my fill. We quarreled often back then, before I knew any better. In time, our bodies wasted away. And then she told me that starving ourselves thin was our only chance of escape. But Ling, she...
I'm so sorry.
Ling, it's me. I'm all right. This mighty warrior brought me here. Even killed the madam, she did. Plunging Snowfall Palace into chaos. You would have cried tears of joy at the sight. I'm not going back, Ling. Let's find a new home. What do you say?
No, she's so broken she can't actually.
A song. Ling.
Is that the sisters
Clear
one?
as day.
Sisters from birth, sisters to the
I'll
grave.
sing it for you. We'll stay for a song, and then make our way. We'll stay for a song, and then make our way.
At the moment, I can't quite tell if she's completely broken. Like, it could be that when she says, we'll find a new home, she just means finding a good place to bury her and letting her rest. I really hope that's the case and that she's not going to lug around that head wherever she goes. But hey, Souls games, right?
We are. Sisters will stay. Sisters from birth. Sisters till grave. Smithies they are. Scissors they'll make. A tool for us to help us escape. Here I must stay. Here I must wait. Here in the dark with this terrible snake. Mama is mean and Papa is stern. There's nowhere left for me to return.
She added 2 additional.
Uncle, come and stay, for he's too high and far away. Papa, come and see, but all he does is sweep past me.
She added additional verses to the song. We knew the first 2 lines.
We'll stay for a song.
Something tells me that I'm either gonna find this kid dead or very mentally broken much later. Also, the storyteller is here. You disappeared for a very long time, old man. I almost presumed you were dead, but that was not the case. I visited your cave quite a bit to talk to that panda there.
Ah, lost your way, have you, young'un? Inside Zhenwu Temple, mysteries await. Your fate shall be revealed, whether you stay or go. The cave is at Hill's Watch Gate. What are you waiting for? Get moving!
Go to Hill's Watch. I'm wondering.
Inside.
No, he doesn't have anything else to say. This must probably be the game's. Oh, well, more or less the storyteller is sort of our hint person, right? He's telling us more where to go. And we kind of know we need to go to Zhenbu because a lot of other NPCs have moved on from this area to Zhenbu. But if you were a bit confused at the end, that's basically the game's way of saying that, hey, yeah, you know what, just go back to Zhenbu. And it does seem like we have a couple of new NPC quests I can check into, though. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream is meet all our NPCs. And one of them at the refugee camp should be giving us the boss equipment, which I want to see. I'm curious as to whether we'll actually get the scissor sword, just like in Lies of P. And these NPCs I'm not sure about. Like, I haven't talked to them in a while. In fact, they kind of disappeared from the temple for ages, but now they're back.
About Commander
Yuxia.
Hong, I owe you for cleaning up that situation. Word of what you did in Cloudspire must have reached those rebel dogs by now. I just received the news that Liu Wenshu and his men butchered the Taoist priests and seized the temple. They're plotting something. I know it. I'm no fighter, not like you. Even if I wanted to stop them, I couldn't. But you've got a noble heart. I doubt you'll stand by while Zhenwu Temple turns into a slaughterhouse. If you're up for it, check out Zhenwu Temple. But be careful. Liu Wenshu is as cunning as he is cruel.
Yeah, the man loves adventure. This is interesting, right? Initially, when we met this NPC,
If you're up for it,
Yuxia, I hope I'm saying that right, she was actually telling us to not go to certain places because she was worried about us. But now, it's sort of become clear that there are many factions in this game. One seems to be, which I'm looking really evil there, one seems to be the Imperial faction, or the guards, I would say, who are trying to revive the Emperor. I'm not sure whether Hong Long is trying to do the same thing, but again, Yuxia here seems to be sort of on the same side. You are merely her bodyguard. And I get the very distinct feeling that you don't like me one bit because I have the feathering. Or rather, Wuchang has the feathering. The other people that need meeting is in Zhenwu Temple. Although, okay, let me see if I can actually show this in the teleport menu. Just explain it a bit before I call it for the night. I accidentally found the way to Mount Zhenwu a long time back. And because of that, I'm actually a bit overpowered. That's probably why I had a considerably easier time on that boss there. Like managing to beat it on our second try on phase 2. But yes, the rebels there are also searching for the chisel that we found. And the rebels are trying to bring back the historical, I'm not sure whether calling him a figure would be the right thing to say. The historical tyrant, Zhang Jiang, who was infamous for slaughtering the people in Sichuan near the end of the Ming Dynasty. Like, he slaughtered every man, woman, and child there. By using the fall of the Ming government, or rather, the incapabilities of the Ming government to rebel against the government and sort of seize power. He's dead, but now his generals are trying to revive him using the chisel that we actually found, or rather, the 2 pieces of the chisel we found. This is piece 1, which we had from the beginning, and is what is allowing us to rewind time each time we die and go back to the shrine. Like the last line says, allows you to command time itself, the essence of reincarnation. The second one doesn't seem to have a function just yet, but when combined with other chisels, it forms a complete artifact. And that seems to be what everyone in this game is after. They're all after the pieces of this MacGuffin over here to revive or reincarnate or just bring back people from the dead. And to be fair, our character, Bai Wuchang here, Impermanence in White, named after the death god Impermanence in White in Chinese myth, is actually trying to do the same thing. She's trying to bring her sister Bai Yuan back. Or is it Bai Yuxie? Let me just make sure I'm saying this correctly. Bai Tingjiao. Oh, Bai Tingjiao is... Bai Tingjiao is, I think, their father, right? Bai Yu. Yeah, it's okay. Bai Yu is the sister, right? I am saying it correctly. Now, the good doctor here, at the start of the game, he seemed to be genuinely okay, right? He was treating everyone who was infected by the feather and helping them find a place of refuge, treating their symptoms. But as time went on, other NPCs have also commented that he's getting sort of unhinged, as expected from any Souls game. And if you talk to him now...
Resurrection at the hands of a mere tailor. Unbelievable. That Huang Qian wretch deserved his fate. It was he who plotted most of Snowfall's horrors. Those poor souls he
Huang Qian being, I believe, the groom for the bride we just killed.
Peace. May all the spirits born of the four realms receive grace. Though I've learned many of the uses of red mercury, the cure for feathering remains elusive. I once heard my brothers at Jinwu Temple speak of a secret library filled with the wisdom of generations of our celestial masters. But the rebels have now desecrated Jinwu Temple, and here I am left powerless to avenge our fallen. Should you venture there, retrieve for me some scriptures. They may aid us in curing this affliction.
Yeah, and for now, his whole shtick, or rather, I wasn't thinking of it as a shtick or a scam at the beginning, right? He was like generally trying to cure everyone. But after I'm afraid we have also sort of hastened things along by providing him with red mercury and a tome about the secrets of red mercury. Now he's sort of caught up in other stuff, or sort of implied that he's caught up in other stuff, like the resurrection thing. And he genuinely seems to look down on anyone else who's trying to cure people or resurrect people, which I feel like is a recipe for disaster. And since we're here, there was also some other thing that I could show you here. For if we quickly reset our skill tree over here and take out the longsword. Like, the thing I was talking to you all about was that the parry in this game is like really, you have to do it like really early on. So we're gonna get our sword counter up there, shift to the longsword, just to display it. I'm not sure whether there's an NPC down here though. They do seem to be changing after a while. Yeah, that one NPC down here is no longer here. There was also one other person we could talk to here. Wow, why did I get a faint red feather all of a sudden? Who just died? And that NPC was a child that we could only talk if we head over this way. And to the game's credit, they kind of knew that players would actually try to attack every NPC. So they built a barrier to prevent you from doing anything weird. Unfortunately, it seems I can't talk to the NPC now, which makes me wonder if there's actually another way to reach the kid. Earlier, he was okay. He was just saying that, hey, yeah, the doctor's treating us, we're gonna be fine. You should probably go to the doctor yourself, right? Now I'm wondering if our good doctor actually had a hand in his current state. Unfortunately, insofar as I know, there's no way to reach that kid. You could talk to him from behind the barrier we were at, but no, however. Anyway, let's see if we can find an enemy to test what I was talking about. An easy enemy, preferably, not someone who can kill us instantly. I think there's two over here. One guy who likes to throw fire pots, and another who has a torch. Oh, I accidentally hit you. Okay, here we go. Yep, the wrong move. Not my intention to kill you. You, I cannot counter because you don't have any weapons. Something to keep in mind is that you cannot parry every move in this game. The ones that flash, like in the boss fight, or anything martial like punches and kicks, cannot be parried. You're gonna have to dodge them. We'll just do it on this fellow. Yeah, see, I'm actually pressing way beforehand, and not when he's about to hit me. Like, way beforehand. Which ironically makes the sword counter like one of the most busted moves early game, because a lot of enemies wield weapons and they really telegraph their attacks. And as you can see, the parry window on this is ridiculously generous. It's a bit narrow, it's a bit smaller for the twin blades, right? But for the longsword, it is a lot easier. Anyway, I will spec back into my tree another time. For now, we are actually going to head to the refugee camp. Since it seems I've talked to everyone else, let's make sure we didn't miss anyone. Even at a Cloud's fire. Wait. Wedding hall? We went from the wedding hall. Is that the storyteller again? I guess he's just going to tell me to go to Hillspire again. Or does he have actually a good piece of information for us? Okay, at least young Fao has moved somewhere. She's not going to spend her entire life in this dark, damn place. Reminded of the horrors down here.
Ah, locked inside. The cave.
Did I? I wonder if I just needed to accept that so that the teleport for this is gonna disappear. And we kind of knew where that was. Just a shortcut, I suppose, if you really wanted to move the story along. No, I'm gonna head to the refugee camp, which is a bit further ahead, and talk to Tao Ching, who I believe will now have the boss items if we hand over the valuables we got from the boss, which in this case is the fan.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
Oh, sorry. The timing was off there.
What treasures do you have for me today?
Hand over the
Let
shoe
me
silk
make an
fan.
Oh, this shoe silk. Rare to find in Worship's Rise. Oh, now I remember. This fan belongs to Fang Ling, Master Fang's daughter, doesn't it?
That's
Master
correct.
Fang used to be a merchant at Cloudspire. We did some business together. We were well acquainted. I heard his daughter was taken as a bride by the Madam of Snowfall Palace.
That is also
and she was
correct.
never seen again. Oh, the Madam of Snowfall Palace is dangerous. I fear poor Fangling's fate was sealed the moment she stepped into those walls.
And now that we've handed that over, we should be able to unlock new boss equipment, which in this case seems to be the set Fang Ling was wearing. Let me just read what it says here. A hairpin forged from ancient silk. Okay, no, not this one. A magnificent ruby-studded hairpin. Fang Ling's beauty became a part of the perfect bride. A wedding dress woven from precious shoe silk. Though those behind the evil doing had perished, the damage had been done. The Mad Doctor's twisted masterpiece was the true source of the torment. And Grace's clasped from golden beads. Well, basically the same thing, more or less. Oh, wait.
What treasures do
do
you
you-
have for me today?
Also have a
Let
weapon
me
for
make
me.
an assessment.
Leg armor, jade pendant. Oh, okay, you don't sell weapons. So I need to find something else in that area to give me that weapon.
Hey, you made it. Got some new stuff for you.
We get our weapons from this NPC.
Come back soon.
So I need to find another item, huh? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take a look at that equipment. Here's the snowfall one we actually got from one of the enemies in there. Actually, what are you good against? We'll remove everything. It's just so that we know. Corruption, despair, very high. Burn, also very high. Blight, also very high. Also decent feathering. So other than frostbite, oddly enough, okay, that makes sense as to why I was doing so much damage with frost. I didn't even realize that most of the other enemies in Cloudspire are actually using frost against me. But somehow we ended up using her exact weakness against her. No wonder we were doing like so much damage. In general, this set, at least the headpiece, seems to be an all-rounder for most of the status effects with a high feathering resistance. As for the body, same thing, high feathering, an all-rounder on debuffs, specifically Blight, Corruption, and Despair. Okay, so if we are in a situation where we need those, we're gonna have to rely on this set. And it's kind of weird. Not the type of fashion I prefer. Also kind of creepy, like with the eye bands and all. I do like the hairstyle though. But you know what? That's gonna be it for me for today, you know? We've managed to actually clear Cloudspire. We've managed to defeat the boss at Cloudspire, more or less, and figure out what was happening to the enemies over there. Now, our next destination is to actually continue Zhenbu Temple. I stopped part way through Zhenbu Temple because I had a feeling that I was skipping a bit. And as you can see, there's an NPC there we can talk to. So next time, I'm going to continue on from there. But for tonight, I need to go off and actually get some rest before work. So if anyone's watching, take care, good night, and stay safe. Join us again next time. Bye. Now, you know what? Let me actually... Do I have an emote that is... Nope, not this. Not the worship one. An emote that says goodbye. I don't believe Wuchang has anything that's that friendly. Well met. Yeah, we'll go with the well met one, right? Because, sorry? Draw a circle. Point forward. Point upward. Pray. Okay, celebrate. We'll go with celebrate. Let me take this from the top. Let's assume I'm doing this for the first time, right? Goodbye. Stay safe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.